folks, we have got a special video for you today. If you haven't seen the King of the Hammers Edition Bronco, then you are missing out. And we've got an exclusive for you here today. We're at King of the Hammers, beautiful Johnson Valley, and we stumbled across some of the people who know a lot about this build and how you can get your hands on one. So, without further ado, we're gonna dive into it, talk about all of the specs and features, and to help us do that, we've got Dan here from Fox. Dan, how's it going?
Real good, Mitch. How are you?
Very good. I'm excited to hear about this thing. What can you tell us about it right now? Is there a birth story? You know, how did this all kind of come to be?
There's a birth story. If you're following Broncos, in fact, most of the people that probably follow you have their own stories about, I ordered a Bronco, it's taken far longer than I wanted to get it, and when I finally got the call, it wasn't exactly what I wanted. There's parts constraints thanks to a post-COVID world that make manufacturing difficult for everybody. The way it's affected Bronco is with regards to tops, some of the wild track suspension components, some of the gears, lockers are not all available. And I think Bronco customers probably overwhelmed Ford with the request for well-built Broncos, Sasquatch package, wild track. They want the good stuff.
Yep.
Because of that, some orders are unwinding. Fun fact is all 23, 24 Broncos have already been penciled and ordered for customers. They won't be making any just for sale on a lot.
Wow.
But because of the constraints, some of those sales unwind. When that happens, it leaves a vehicle that didn't have everything on it that the customer wanted, and it becomes a little less desirable. We found that as a perfect opportunity to solve those problems, fill the void with a very desirable product, and find the missing link. So, hardtops, we got them. Selectable lockers, 410 gears, we got them. We install them on a complete package for sale at a Ford dealer with factory finance and a factory matched warranty. So we intercept that inventory in between Ford and the dealer, get it upfitted, get it on a lot so you can have instant gratification. You don't have to order your truck. You come to the dealer, you see it, you buy it, you take it home. The big advantage to a vehicle like this as an already built package at a Ford dealer is factory finance and factory warranty, and it can be covered at any Ford store across the country. So a lot of customers that are Bronco fans are into doing stuff themselves. It's not uncommon to buy a Bronco and have a big wish list. Sometimes coming up with that financing can be a little bit difficult after a new vehicle purchase. Additionally, you put yourself in a little bit of a void when it comes to warranty. I don't want to say you're voiding a warranty, but there can be some he said, she said as to what caused some certain failures. If you buy it all from one Ford dealer, use a reputable company like Fox Factory to have the vehicle built, you know you won't be the one paying for it. The warranty will be covered. First of all, because it's the King of the Hammers Bronco Edition, you guys should know that it was either designed by or hand-picked by Jason Scherer, every part that we're going to talk about. One of his requirements and the King of the Hammers organization was that we do not make a gimmick vehicle and that it be valid. We don't want anything that just looks good but doesn't work. So everything on here is designed, purpose built. So we'll start underneath since we're looking up the skirt of this baby, and we'll tell you what we got. So, comes with a BDS 4-inch suspension system. That features our Fox 2.5 remote reservoir adjustable shock assembly coilover. It's got high speed and low speed adjustments, so you can adjust for slow body roll. You can also adjust for high impact stuff like we're doing here at Johnson Valley.
Beautiful.
The BDS kit features upper control arm replacement. In the rear, it features all 4 links replaced as well as the track bar. We also add some JKS cladding, so we do skid plates on the lower control arms and skid plates underneath the rear coilovers as well. First question that's going to be underneath this video, what have you done to upgrade the steering? We utilize a JKS inner tie rod sleeve. Takes the inner tie rod from pinky size to thumb size. That's approved by Jason Scherer. He's been testing all 3 of these trucks out here at Johnson Valley for the last week and a half. In fact, nervously beating on them. No failures, guys. So far, so good on inner tie rod end. Important to note, Vision built a wheel just for us. Features the King of the Hammers logo in the center cap. More importantly, we're using for the first time the inner bead retainers. So there are 2 ridges inside of the rim that keep the bead in place even when you're aired down. We've tested it down to 7 pounds and tried to get the thing to come off on a curb, and we cannot get the tire off the rim. So
beautiful.
37, 12, 50, 18 on an 18x9 Vision wheel. The KOH Bronco and the Raptor will be the only 2 production vehicles with 37-inch tires on them on the dealer's floor. Since we're still underneath this baby, we should probably look at skid plates. They're everywhere, from the very front to the very back. We do a front skid, a diff skid, an entire belly skid, gas tank skid, and then when we get around to the back, an exhaust skid as well. We're standing next to real rock sliders. These are designed by Scherer. Enough strength here to put the entire weight of the vehicle on it. It's not just a step, it's an actual rock slider. We do a graphics package, so King of the Hammers, we're proud of it. We do the hammer, we also do the badge.
Which is beautiful.
You may be noticing carbon fiber fenders, and you may be asking, what the heck are they thinking? Carbon fiber fenders on a rock crawler?
Are they wrapped?
They're not wrapped. They're real carbon fiber, and they have two purposes. One, Bronco fans probably know these are removable from the factory. Yep. These can be easily removed. They're nice and light. You can throw them around. They're very strong. You're not going to hurt them. We recommend they take them off when they go wheeling. We also think that you got to fall in love with your truck, and these are the sexiest fender flares on the market right now. So
I think they're pretty stinking cool.
There's our rear exhaust skid. It has a tubular built bumper. Both the front and rear bumpers are designed to pay homage to the retro Bronco that this looks like. Jason loves old Broncos. Hell, everyone loves old Broncos. So we designed these bumpers to look just like they used to be back then. We beef up the rear tailgate to carry the larger 37-inch tire. This really speaks to the original Bronco, right? This was the cool pre-runner bumper that everybody had back then. Jason designed it for us. I believe it's absolutely the right bumper for the truck. Features a worn xenon winch, synthetic line, factory 55 tow hook on the front of it. We use two different lighting manufacturers, Nacho lighting, new to the market, and then Vision lighting, LED that'll blind you, obviously. First up, the seat. We do leather front and rear, and it's got a geo package, kind of a two-tone texture. It says King of the Hammers in the lumbar support. The vehicles are numbered. This first round of trucks we're going to do 100 of. We've got 4 of them here today. General from the Marines is out driving Jason Scheer's number 2 truck right now. Number 1's on display in the middle of the racetrack. 3 and 4 are sitting right here. The only other thing we really haven't covered is underneath the hood, and I won't bore you with the details of seeing it, but we do ARB air compressor so we can air down and air up on the trail. And if I didn't mention it earlier, all of our trucks will have selectable lockers and 410 gears, no matter what our base model is that we start with.
Beautiful. Okay, I think you bringing that up, another question that comes to mind is engine upgrades. Have you done anything to the 2.7 or the 2.3? And will they be available 2.7 and 2.3 versions of the KOH Bronco?
Yes, both will be available. We're targeting 2.7s for obvious reasons,
right.
But if the available inventory is 2.3, we'll use it. No, we do no performance upgrades other than calibrate for speedometer and odometer. That's in order to keep the factory warranty intact.
Beautiful. Now, I don't know how much of pricing you guys have ironed out, but everybody is sitting at the edge of their seat trying to figure out how much they've got to, start saving up.
Gotcha.
What do we got as far as that goes?
Okay, well, because the build models change. We might be building some on Sasquatch, some on Wildjack, some on base model, some on 2-door, some on 4-door. Some may need hardtop, some may not. There can be a little bit of variance there. We're also still working with a few of our manufacturers to finish the bill of materials on it. So whatever price I'm about to tell you, don't hold me to it. Could change, maybe for the better, maybe for the worse. But we do believe the target area for the pricing on these is in the 6-digit range, about $100,000 to $105,000.
That's MSRP on the regular Broncos anyway, so,
I mean, we wanted to be priced a little below the Raptor. Not that this competes directly with the Raptor, but there are so many Bronco customers. We wanted to make sure that we were positioned right. The other thing that I would say about it is $100,000 vehicles are kind of becoming the norm. You sit at a stoplight nowadays and you see Teslas at all 3 corners, and most of those are over $100,000. A cheap Grand Wagoneer's $110,000. A Super Duty's $110,000. $100,000 for a vehicle this capable doesn't seem so mind-boggling to me anymore. And the reception at King of the Hammers this week has been great. I've had a lot of people not even budge and actually guess that that's what the price ought to be. So far I feel pretty confident that that's the right number. We'll know in March when we get that first vehicle on a dealer's lot, though.
Beautiful. And again, like going back to what you said at the beginning, is like there is a little bit of room to find kind of the deal on the King of the Hammers edition. Like some are going to be priced a little bit different, or is it going to be straight across the board, even depending on if you do a base and you have to do everything, or you find like a little bit more built one that's already got lockers, 410s, etc.
Great question. So a couple of things are relevant. One, they will all be equipped with lockers and gears. So if it came with them, we don't have to add them, so the price goes down.
There you go.
Of course, your MSRP was up a little bit higher, so we think there's probably going to be a little bit of a wash there.
Gotcha.
Second thing that's important is, as much as we want to control the price, we will recommend that MSRP to our stocking dealers, but of course, the dealer will be able to do with it whatever he wants. It's his vehicle. We're not selling direct to the consumer. We're selling to car dealers. Those are our customers. The customer and the dealer will actually be the ones that finally decide what that price will be.
Yeah.
Now, because we're only building 100, maybe we can drive demand. Who knows? Maybe we'll get over MSRP, but we believe proper markup ought to land you right at about 105.
Beautiful. Okay, now let's talk about this, because again, people sitting on the edge of their seats, they want to go and buy this right now. Do they got to go talk to their dealer and get in a line? Do they got to email somebody at King of the Hammers Edition? But like, what do they have to do to start getting in line for some of these?
KOHbronco.com. You'll have an opportunity to give us your marketing information, your name, your email address. As these vehicles come to fruition and we're ready to get them on lots, we'll blast everybody who's ever shown interest. So that's the best way to get in line for it right now. The last thing we want to do to a Bronco customer is take an order and make them wait. So we're looking for instant gratification. Truck's on the ground. It's available today. First guy here with the money gets it. Is probably the best way to do it. So.
And is that location based? Because obviously, 50 states in the country. Is it going to be available in Alaska, Hawaii? Do those guys get any love?
Yes, we do business in all the states, including Alaska and Hawaii. We have stocking dealers in each of them. Because we're only building 100, some dealers will think this is a great idea, some maybe not so much. Some will have rejected inventory, some maybe not so much. So I can't tell you exactly where they'll be, but we own a website called liftedtrucksforsale.com. Every single one of the 100 trucks that we build will go on that website before it even makes it to a dealer.
Okay.
So if you've jumped on my KOH Bronco website, registered, and you're following liftedtrucksforsale.com, you might be very well able to catch the one that you're after.
Beautiful. Okay, if you're a dealer, you want to get one or two or however many of these trucks you can on your lot, what do? You email the same email?
Probably the best way to get one is to contact your Fox factory rep. Every single Ford dealer in North America has been solicited by Fox factory reps at least once a month. Most of them know us. They do business with us in some of our other brands. If you don't know Fox Factory behind the scenes, it's also the production company that builds Shelby off-road trucks. We also build Harley-Davidson F-150s, as well as Black Widow, Rocky Ridge, and Rocky Mountain trucks. These are all bailment upfit companies and factories that we own and operate.
Well, there you have it, folks. Dan, thank you so much for walking us through it. It's super exciting to see. Obviously, King of the Hammers is the mega off-road event. So to have Bronco attached to that, to have you guys attached to that, has got to be awesome. I hope that this works out well for you guys. Again, I'm stoked about it. I think the audience will be. If you guys got any questions, again, drop them below. And make sure you guys follow Fox and all of the cool stuff that they're doing. So, Dan, appreciate it, man.
Thanks, guys.
Alrighty, folks, so there you guys go. King of the Hammers Edition Bronco. Who knew it was coming? Super sweet, super stoked to see what they continue to do with these things. My personal opinion is that these Broncos are gonna be one of those ones 20, 30, 40 years from now that are gonna be like oh my gosh, those are the freaking King of the Hammers Edition seats, and all of the cool stuff like that. So, very cool to see what they're doing. Make sure you check it all out. One last time, make sure you drop any questions down below and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the epic Bronco content that we're putting out for you guys. With that said, we'll see you out there on the trail. Peace!